do that again. In a shocking move yesterday, the San Francisco 49ers cut running back Trey Sermon, a third-round pick in 2021. Well, guess who just picked him up? Dallas still stinks. You're by doing King Dingbat here, and I gotta tell you guys this. I don't know if I've ever seen a team get so much better after their initial 53-man roster was released. Howie do that again and again. The Eagles just got the running back they needed. Now, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure to like. More importantly, make sure to subscribe for daily Eagles content, NFL content. You're definitely not going to want to miss it, especially because we're streaming every Eagles game. And if you've been subscribed for a while, you know the deal. Just double check, double moonwalk check, and make sure you're still subscribed. So, one of the things that we have been talking about, and I've really kind of been harping on, is the fact that I think the Eagles need another back. I think they need a back who is a little bigger, a little more physical, a guy to be a complimentary back to Miles Sanders. And guess what? The Eagles just did it. Jordan Schultz is reporting. Shout out to Jordan Schultz, my man. Pound Eagles, and it is pound, not hashtag, are signing running back Trey Sermon to their practice squad per source. The 49ers 2021 third-round selection was all Big Ten pick for the Buckeyes and is still just 21 years old. 21 years old, okay? This is unbelievable. Trey Sermon, 21 years old. He was a third-round pick in 2021, pick 88. He had 41 attempts last year, 167 yards, 1 touchdown, 4.1 yards per carry. And let me tell you something. The 49ers were high on him. Many people that I was listening to about the 49ers, they were thinking they could keep up to 5 running backs on the roster. But what happened was Jordan Mason basically was so good that they had to keep him on the roster. So Trey Sermon is the guy who they get rid of, and he does not make it through waivers. Everybody pretty much knew he wasn't going to make it through waivers. Didn't think about the Eagles picking him up, but they did. And this is just a great signing. Okay, the guy's he's 6 foot, 215 pounds. That's exactly what we need, around a 215, 220 pound back that could get short yardage and do things like that. And by all counts, Trey Sermon had a very good camp with the 49ers. It's just a numbers thing. It was a numbers thing. So now he comes to the Eagles practice squad. I can't imagine that's going to be very long. He is going to be called up and be on this active roster. I think they probably play 4 running backs. And what a great move. What a great move. Does this solve all our running backs' problems? Is this going to be the answer we need? It has a shot. It definitely has a good chance of being that case. The guy has played. He's a third-round pick. Very talented. Another great move by Howie Vision. All I can say to you is this, okay? I don't think I've ever seen a team, after releasing the initial 53-man roster, do the things that he did to get better afterwards. The Chauncey Gardner-Johnson trade, still trying to wrap my head around that. Then you have the Jalen Reagor trade. That's an addition for the Eagles by subtraction. I don't know how they got 2 picks out of that, but they did. And now you get a running back off of waivers, Trey Sermon, nice 6 foot, 215 pound guy, who I believe will be on the active roster come week 1. I believe the Eagles will have 4 running backs in that game. Trey Sermon going to get you that 3rd and 1. Going to get you that 3rd and goal. I truly believe it. This is another really good move by the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, Howie Roseman's he's like in Alice in Chains land right now. I always talk about it. Sometimes when things are going right or you're in a roll, you're in a rhythm, like a band, like Alice in Chains, somebody like that, writing their album Dirt, one of the greatest albums of all time. If I could sing like Lane Staley, I would never speak. You know what I'm saying? But when you are on a roll and you're writing songs, and for whatever reason you got that little vibe, you got that sound you want, you need to pump out like 90 of them, 90 songs, as many as you can. Same thing with a GM in football. If everything you do, boom, 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 seems to be perfect timing, perfect player, and makes you better, you got to just keep being aggressive, keep doing it. That's what Howie Roseman is doing. He's making this team. I mean, these are moves that you make in May. Okay, he's making them now, and they're big moves, and they affect this roster. This isn't a little, he's going to be on the practice squad, and that's it. This guy will be called up, and he will be active on this roster. A++ move again by the Eagles. I'm starting to fall in love with Howie Roseman. What can I say? But, I mean, I'm serious, when I say it. I still don't necessarily trust his drafting. I don't. But, my gosh, the guy makes moves. I mean, you could be Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys are sitting there twiddling their thumbs with a 40-year-old guy in a cane trying to figure out how they're going to solve Jason Peters. Meanwhile, the Eagles trade for a safety, they trade Jalen Reagor, and now they get another running back they need. Howie Roseman is running circles around the Cowboys front office, and he's exposed them. And I haven't had a chance to comment on all my video comments from my last video. I will get to it, but from what I've read, a lot of Cowboy fans agree with me. So Howie, another fantastic move. And let's talk about some other good things that are happening for the Eagles right now, because it's all coming together, man. I think the Eagles are ready to go. Today, the Eagles, they announced their 2022 captains, okay? And they are as followed: Jason Kelce, Lane Johnson, Jalen Hurts, Jake Elliott, Darius Slay, Fletcher Cox, and Brandon Graham. And they said that Darius Slay had never been named the captain on any of his other teams, and he was in tears. It meant that much to him. This team is special, man. You can feel it. This team's got that 2017 vibe to it. They really do. I'm not making any proclamations that they're going to win this or going to win that. I'm just saying that when it comes to team unity and everything that we used to hear about that 2017 team, they've got it. They've got it. Now, a couple of good things also happened today. Jason Kelce returns from practice, to practice. Miles Sanders returns to practice. Thank God Miles is back now. If Miles is healthy, and he's 100%, and he can stay relatively healthy, and it may be an if, but with him, Trey Sermon, Gainwell, and Scott, you have a really good combination of running backs. Sure, would I have loved Kareem Hunt? Of course, it would have been a major upgrade. But for what the Eagles needed for them to, be able to get short yardage, carries and stuff, this is a 21-year-old kid who was a third-round pick by the San Francisco 49ers, a team who usually does a really good job with running backs. And now he joins the Eagles on the practice squad, not for long. He'll be called up, and he should play. It's just going to be how quick can he get adjusted and be ready to go. But this was a great move by the Philadelphia Eagles. So Miles is back. He'll be ready to go week 1. Kelce will be ready to go week 1. Everything is set up perfectly for the Philadelphia Eagles to go double moonwalk that ass in Detroit. It's set up perfectly. Could not be happier with this team. Right now, I would say this. My biggest concern about the Eagles, according, to position, we don't have a return game. Who's our kick returner? Who's our punt returner? Because Reagor would have been the guy. He's gone. Greg Ward is not going to be the guy. So who is it? Are we going to call Britton Covey up? Is he ready? There was nothing that I saw. And I'm not saying Covey, whatever his name is, I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying I don't know if he can do it. That's what I'm saying. He hasn't played in the NFL. He didn't really impress me all that much in preseason. Didn't really have a lot of opportunities. But we need a guy to punt return. I don't want Quez Watkins doing it. Okay, I don't want Quez taking kick returns or punt returns. I need him for other stuff. Same with a guy like Devontae Smith. You let Jason Huntley go. So is it going to be like Boston Scott? Or are we going to use, is there a cornerback or one of our defensive backs that could do this? It's going to be very interesting to see what they do. If given the opportunity to get somebody that can help you in that return game, if I'm the Eagles, I would think about bringing somebody up. It's going to be interesting, but another spectacular move by the Eagles. This is a move that people will say I'm overreacting about. This is a move that will say, but I'm going to say that many people are going to be overlooking this move. I think this is a very underrated move because when Miles, Gainwell, and Scott are healthy, you don't need to have Kareem Hunt, although it would be nice, but you don't need that. You just need somebody who can complement them. And when I mean complement them, I mean when it's 3rd and 1, you got to get that 1 yard running. You got to get it. When it's the 4th quarter and you want to keep the chains moving, you got to do it. I don't want to put Jalen Hurts in that situation where he's always having to do it. I want to be able to have a running back to do it. And in 3 preseason games, the Eagles could not convert 3rd and 1s. And one of those games was a 4th and 1. So this is a great move. This is just a great pickup. Wow. Howie Roseman did it again. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. And remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. So, just to update on a situation with Trey Sermon, it looks like there's now becoming reports saying he's actually on the 53-man roster. So that's great. I think there was one roster spot open. Man, Dallas, you don't want none of this. I know Mark Holmes is scared. He's probably overfeeding them fish. They're getting all fat. Michael Anthony wears his fitness has not slept well in a week. The Eagles are scary, man. They're scary with what they've done because from what they did before final cuts to now, they're a much better team. I've never seen anything like it after the 53-man roster is released. Because these are big moves. These are big moves. These aren't just little move here, a little there. These are moves that affect the active roster big time. Denzel Washington out.